So here we are at the Hamilton Jamboree. Cyrus graciously offered to come down here and speak to some of the young girls. Our theme is every child should have a goal. When you were growing up, at what age did you start to feel that you could become really special at your sport?
Probably around 12 years old is when it set in that my dream to play for Canada is attainable. When I realized that there was a pathway for me to follow to get to that dream. I always knew that I wanted to represent Canada because my mom was an Olympian, and based off of that, I knew that I wanted to be an Olympian and I wanted to represent my country like she was Olympian. So I was always inspired, but then when I was 12 years old is when I became an Olympian. So.
If you could give one piece of really concrete advice to a child, even as young as 10, whether it relates to soccer or life itself, what kind of a message, if you could say to this 10-year-old, this is what I'd like to say?
It would be to enjoy yourself, enjoy what you do, because when you're enjoying yourself is when you play the best, is when you're doing the best, performing the best. So that's what I would say.
When you have a bad game, and it happens, or you make a muff or something like that happens, and that happens to you a lot like children, obviously, that don't have the skill set yet, what would you say to them to help encourage them to keep going, to get over that muff thing?
The best thing is that I remind myself is to stay present, stay in the moment. Mistakes will happen, and then the best thing is for you to get over it, and then how you react to the mistakes is the best thing. So what you do if you make a mistake, what you do is that you get back out there and you try hard, and then you just forget the mistake happened and you play well. So.
What's so far been one of the great thrills, and has this thrill met what you hoped it would be when you were younger, when you thought you had this great feeling?
My greatest memory is definitely playing versus US in Winnipeg in front of 28,000 Canadian fans. So that was definitely a dream come true for me, playing against the best team in the world and representing your country and performing well. And that's everything that I hoped that playing for Canada would be. So.
Personal curiosity, I don't know, I'm sorry, your mother's sport?
Oh, she was a track runner. Yeah.
100, 4?
She did 850.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So to the little players out there, you've heard, from someone who's accomplished a goal. So I think the other thing is it's attainable.
Yeah.
So what would you say is the difference between you getting to where you want to go and another person who at 12 said, I want to make the national team and really didn't get it? What would be the difference? What did you do yourself?
I don't know. It's a combination of me working hard towards the goals and me being fortunate enough to have the exposure that I had where I was, the coaches watching me at the right time, at the same time, stuff like that. So I'm not only fortunate to get where I am through hard work, but I'm just genuinely lucky because there's thousands of girls out there, and me being selected as well, being recognized.
And again, our theme, every child should have a goal. You just said, not just hard work. When you say hard work, what do you mean by that?
Going the extra mile, so not just going to practices and games, watching soccer on your own, playing on your own with friends or a sibling, going to the park, making sure you're working on things that you know that you need to have worked on. So, yeah.
Good for you. Well, thank you very much for attending our Every Child Should Have a Goal event this year, and I guess there's more autographs waiting for you. So
yeah.
thank you very much.
Thanks.